Everyone, this is Heidi with Downtown NorCal Live. I'm heading to Dixon today to meet the owner of Dixon Florist and Gift Shop. She's one of several owners. This is a family-owned business. This is Courtney Kett. Hi, Courtney.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for coming. Wanted to ask you, how long has your business been family-owned and operated just the way it is?
Since 1962. Our parents were in Sacramento. Our dad worked for Florist for the Guys Rider family, and they heard about a shop for sale in Dixon and decided to come and take a look and see if it was a good fit for them. And fortunately for our family, it was. And we've been a part of Dixon ever since.
Wow.
Really, the building that we're in now, our parents actually built in 1964, and we have the glass from Bell Florist cooler, so we have a kind of a history. We've added 2 coolers since then, but there's just a lot of history in the building and our location.
That's really special. And can you describe the business model you've held to all these years?
It really hasn't changed that much. When they first opened the shop in '62, it was a full-service florist. So a full-service florist means that we're here for anything and everything that's involved with flowers for a customer's needs. So you really follow a family through their life. My dad always said, it really started with a single rose. So at some point in time, there was a young man and he gave a single rose to a beautiful girl. And then hopefully you do their wedding flowers, and then you do the flowers for their first child, and then for whether it was their first communion or their baptism, and then birthdays and anniversaries and graduations. And a florist really follows a family throughout their whole lives.
You also carry a number of gift items. Can you talk about that?
We do. We probably have more in this shop than you could fit in a mall. We have, they used to say they built ceilings to keep my dad in. And we kind of have the same, concept of buying for the shop that our dad did. So we really like to offer a lot to our customers. We have a lot of people always stop by you can pick up something for a baby shower, a wedding shower. You can pick up something for a birthday, a graduation. We like to have a really large selection so that it makes it easy and convenient for you. We even have customers that call and they'll say, hey, I'll be by in about 20 minutes. And I'm going to a birthday party for my dear friend. She's turning 30. Can you wrap me up something? And they give us a price point. We still gift wrap for free. So they'll swing by in the car and grab a gift. We try and make it nice and easy. Yeah. And really unique things you can't find everywhere.
Yeah. I noticed one of the things you do is specialty foods. And I think
yes.
your own mother, who's hopefully not watching, I'm not going to give anything away. But, I used to send her to fun things like the Gallo Art Center. She lives in Modesto. Or, activities that she could do. Can't do that now. So food is an issue, especially for people in the higher risk groups.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. Oh gosh, yes. We'll ship anything. And the gourmet foods we have a wonderful friend that she supplies us with just a beautiful selection of gourmet foods, and she's a real foodie. And we're very big foodies, so we like to have different things. We have you could do scones, you can do a whole meal. We have wonderful pasta sauce that our brother and sister-in-law make. They produced from her parents' family recipe. We have wonderful pasta, gourmet snacks, cheeses and crackers, salamis. You can really get someone set up, and then all you have to do is maybe have a little produce sent in.
Nice. Let's get to the business side of what's going on for you.
Yeah.
How has business been since the pandemic?
Good. Business is good. It's different. It's definitely different. And I think one of the things that's most fortunate for us is we've been in business a very long time. I've been at this shop for over 30 years, so I've seen a lot of different things. I've seen slow times and busy times, and for us, while it was and still is very scary, we have a lot of resources to kind of look back on and say, okay, And for us too, we really looked to what our customers were needing at this time. So what was going to be the most beneficial for our customers. Right away when things started, we thought, gosh, people are home. They're looking for maybe something to do with their children, something to do with friends, maybe while they're on a Zoom. You know, people were having those Zoom parties, things like that. So we started delivering DIY bags with floral, some cookies, and a candle just to kind of give people a little activity. And then also too, expanding a lot of things that we were already doing, like our gourmet foods. We expanded those quite a bit because people were able to send a gourmet gift basket to their parents that they maybe were not able to come and see. So send them a wonderful meal, kind of what you're thinking of for your mother. And then also too, plants. We've really expanded the amount of green plants that we carry in the shop, because with people being home so much, they're really seeing the benefits of green plants in their homes. You can have a few plants in a room, and really it becomes a natural air filter. There's no need to have something to plug in. When you have those green plants in the room, it naturally is going to clean your air, give you a fresher feeling, produce more oxygen in your room. So people are really seeing the benefits of that also.
Great pointer. Events, popular obviously with a florist.
Yes.
Weddings,
Yeah.
all of it. What are the things you're experiencing with people who are having to make different arrangements to this event?
Yeah, they are. They're just having to make these really hard decisions, whether it's postponing, canceling, or doing something different, which I really, I'm so glad when they decide to move forward with a date. So say someone's been planning a wedding for over a year. Some people plan a wedding for 2 years, and now a lot of those are having to be postponed or canceled. So we really want to be in a place where we can help them with whatever they're having to do, and make that process easier in some way. So sometimes they're having very small ceremonies, or they're having a very small ceremony that they're moving to maybe a backyard where they might have, 10 people or less, and social distancing, of course. So they might say have one family at a table, but that family might be 2 people. So they might have a backyard where they have 4 or 5 tables set up, but they only have maybe 8 people coming, just to keep everyone safe. So we're doing, maybe it would have been 10 bridesmaids and a bride's bouquet and 25 guest tables and arch, before. But now with the new plans, they're doing a bride's bouquet and a boutonniere, and they're doing something, for 4 tables, and that's just as lovely and just as special. I know it's different, but I'm so glad to see couples kind of going forward with those dates and able to kind of start the next chapter of their lives too.
And then on the sad end of the spectrum, funerals.
Yeah, the saddest part for me with the services, we're still doing services and still doing, the floral for the services. And I always hope in some way that makes families feel a little bit better. But one of the things is that I'm so sad that families aren't able to support each other during these times. Having everyone come that knew your loved one is so comforting at that time. So that I think is very hard for families. Mm-hmm. But I think it's wonderful people are still sending flowers for services, and that's such a when you go into a funeral home, or when you go to the cemetery, most people are just going to the cemetery, and you're able to see those flowers there. It's such a visual way for you to see the people that loved your loved one. It's such a colorful expression of who they were. So people are still sending flowers for services, yeah, on a much different scale, but still sending them.
Standing in for love that way.
Yes, yes.
Speaking of our human connection, do you find that people's consumer habits have changed? Are people connecting with one another a little bit more often?
I think so, and I think they're sending, love notes. They're sending maybe something smaller more often to people, just so that they have a connection, feel like someone's with them. I know when we were on lockdown, after a certain amount of time, it's stressful and it's distressing at the same time. So we really had a lot of times here at the shop where we really wanted to help. We wanted to help our community in some way. And long stem red roses have always meant something to our family. They always meant, our dad always said there isn't anything that says as much as a long stem red rose. And when you think about it, there really isn't. A long stem red rose tells someone right away, you are loved, I am thinking of you, you are connected. And so we started, when everyone was unable to leave their homes, we started taking roses every day and putting them on people's porches, red roses. And we kind of were hoping that it was a way for people just to feel a connection. And for us, we really had no idea the response. You know, we didn't really think that we would see anyone or you know, have any kind of connection with anyone. But there were so many times, you know, we would pull up the van and it would be a crazy day because there was just my sisters and myself and my daughter and I, you know, kind of trying to do everything at that time. So it was a really crazy time. And it might be the end of the day and we'd start in a cul-de-sac and we would start at one corner, you know, and we would make our way around. And before you knew it, people were coming, you know, outside and staying away, you know, of course, but they were coming out and, you know, yelling, you know, thank you, and, you know, thank you so much. And it was wonderful to see. It makes me emotional, but it was wonderful to see because it was a way that we could just kind of let people know that, and things are going to be okay. You know, there is this time and there is everything that we're going through and it's stressful. There's not a day that I wake up that I'm not desperately seeking some way to make it better for everyone, you know, but I continue to remind myself, you know, during the day that we have so much to be thankful for and so many people in our lives to be thankful for. And, you know, that it will be different. It will be different and it will be okay.
You got me too. So.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect way to end our interview.
Yeah. Oh.
Courtney Kett. She is one of the family owners of Dixon Florist and Gift Shop in Dixon. Thank you for joining me, Courtney.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for all that you do. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see everyone tomorrow.